Hey guys, this is Austin with the Car Scene, and today I have the brand new 2023 Toyota Tundra Capstone Edition, and I'm going to give you a quick walk around tour, show you all the ins and outs and everything that's super cool about this brand new truck. So for those of you that aren't super familiar with the all-new Tundra, here it is. This body style was released last year in 2022, and it came with a ton of updates. One of the biggest ones was the trim levels. They actually axed a bunch of the old trim levels, came out with some new trim levels, and one of those new trim levels is this here. This is the Capstone. It's the new top-of-the-line, top trim, top-spec truck that you can buy from Toyota. And what it does is incorporate a lot of the features, styling, and equipment that comes in a Lexus, a very premium Toyota product line, and puts it right here in the full-size truck, so that you guys can enjoy it. You'll notice here these all new full LED headlights. This is the only full-size truck that comes standard with all LED headlights, and it actually awards this truck the safest full-size truck of 2023. You'll notice the nice, huge, big, open-mouth chrome grille there. It does have Tundra stamped in, and you have integrated fog lights in the bottom of the grille. You'll notice parking sensors and your 360 cam. This one is the hybrid powertrain, so you have the blue right around there. They don't make the Capstone in any other powertrain configuration. You can only get it in the Hybrid Max. And as far as I know, you can only get it in four-wheel drive. The only ones I've been able to see and find are four-wheel drive. You notice these nice, big, huge 22-inch wheels here. These are specific to the Capstone as well. They give this truck just an out-of-this-world appearance. And the tires there, nice and meaty as well. Obviously, this isn't the off-road spec truck. Give you a quick shot at the suspension there so you can see all of that. But it is a twin-turbo V6. It makes almost 600 pound-feet of torque. I'll show you when we get under the hood what the exact numbers are on the screen. But this thing is absolutely a beast of a truck. And it has these new dimensions now. Looking at the side view of the truck, it looks a little more stout, a little more stubby. Has this digital muscle, they call it, right there on the fenders. Just giving it a really great look. And the new Tacoma is expected to have a very similar styling to this truck, just because this truck has been a huge success ever since it came out. A few things that are noteworthy along the back of this truck. You'll notice all of the chrome. You've got, of course, the three-piece bumper like we've had on previous Tundras, and then an all-new composite bed. So when we drop this down, of course, it's damped, and this one does have the power bed step as well that powers down with the tailgate. Looking inside the bed, though, this one has the optional spray-in bed liner. It basically adds a skid-resistant substance to it, but all of the beds on the new Tundras are going to be full composite, which means they can't dent, they can't scrape, they can't rust, they can't do anything to tear up too bad. And you can now get a plug-in in the bed, which you weren't able to do on the last Tundra. And you have these LED lights all the way around and on the back of the cab, so plenty of lighting choices for this rear here. Closing up the tailgate, I did want to note there is this really cool new feature, which is a button on the side of the taillight right here that you can actually push and drop the tailgate. I'll show you that right now. The idea is that if your hands are full and you push that, you're able to drop the tailgate and get all your stuff back there. This one does have the optional flip-out bed extender, which is a super handy feature. Allows you to just get that much more extra space in the bed, as well as when you flip it back, it gives you a little area to throw your bags or whatever and keep it from rolling up to the front of the bed where you can't reach it. At the back, though, you'll notice a ton of chrome, the nice 4x4 badge in the corner, the chrome exhaust tip, and all of it matches the truck really, really well, giving it that super upscale look. Let's go ahead inside the cab of this truck and talk about the amenities in there next. All right, guys, so heading into the rear seats of the Capstone Tundra. First thing I want to point out is we do have the window sticker here. Just wanted to give you a quick view on that. You can see right here your basic information, Capstone HV, which means hybrid vehicle, 4x4 Capstone, 0 safety ratings yet, 22 miles to the gallon highway, 20 combined. You'll notice 437 horsepower, 583 pound-feet of torque, and a few Gulf State distributor options there for a grand total price of $80,602. Here in the back seats, this is the only color available. It's a two-tone white and black leather. These seats are heated and cooled in the rear. You do have storage underneath the rear seat, but it is taken up a little bit more than the non-hybrid because that's where they put the hybrid batteries. You'll notice the window shade back here, super handy. You can drop that down and also leave it back up for more privacy or just less sun, depending on what you want. Notice the white and black contrast right here on the door, same as the seats. And then, of course, a nice little wood panel. And this is real wood, by the way. Little storage area here with a rubber liner in there. And then, of course, 2 cup holders, tons of storage, and this really unique speaker grill that's specific to the Capstone. Of course, the power running board's right below, making it super easy to get in and out. No rubber floor mats in here. In fact, these are the only floor mats I've been able to find for this truck, even in the aftermarket so far. And you'll notice 2 cup holders, air vents, your buttons for your heated and cooled seats, a house plug, and a USB-C and a USB-A. So tons of connectivity, tons of options for connecting devices and having power. And then, of course, I did want to note the nice, huge panoramic sunroof that exists. And, of course, like every Tundra, it does have the power rear window that goes all the way down if you want to have that full open-air freedom. I'll give you a quick shot at the front seats before we go head up there. You'll notice right away, full digital gauge cluster, 14-inch instrument cluster, and then, of course, the digital rear view mirror, all adding to the luxury factor of this truck. Let's go head up there next. So, climbing into the front seats, the same style on the door. You do have this really nice soft touch up by the window in case you go to put your arm out the window. Black leather there as well. Really great looking door. Of course, you have memory seats. You have your power mirrors, which this does have the automatic folding mirrors like on the Lexus products, where if you lock the door, it'll actually fold the mirror in so you can visibly tell. Full automatic windows up and down for both the front and the rear. Same little storage pocket with a rubber liner. Same wood trim. And then, of course, 2 bottle holders, a little bit of storage. Puddle light on all 4 of these doors, by the way. And then, of course, once again, that really cool Capstone specific speaker grille. Looking at the power seats, just wanted to quick note some cool things. You'll notice a little JBL logo. This does have the full JBL sound system with subwoofer. You have the power thigh support, like we see in a lot of the really high-end luxury brands. And then, of course, full power seat with full power lumbar, up and down lumbar, in and out lumbar, whatever you want. And then some airbags. Now, I will say a lot of my customers have really appreciated the new seats in the new Tundra. The old seats weren't nearly as comfortable. They weren't nearly as nice. These ones are really, really premium seats. If you're looking for a premium truck, the Tundra is way above where it used to be. So I definitely recommend test driving, checking out one of these trucks. You'll notice the Capstone specific logo right there in the floor mats. And then, of course, these buttons here. These are all of your buttons. This controls your power steps in and out, heated steering wheel, your AC power for the plug in the bed, and then, of course, your lights for the truck bed, automatic high beams, the button for the fuel door, your interior lights, your odometer trip, and then, of course, your parking sensors to the rear. Also a power adjustable steering column. Climbing inside, though, we do have the full digital gauge cluster that has all sorts of different menus and options for you. You'll notice there on the left side, you've got one panel, and on the right side, you've got another panel. You can, of course, go through. This is how it also has a heads-up display, which you can move up and down. You can adjust all through the settings of the screen there. But on the right side, you've got your iForce Turbo badge, and then, of course, your Max battery badge. When it's blue, you're running on all electric, and when the tachometer is at 0, you're on all electric. And, of course, when you hit the gas, it'll let you know whether you're running on electric or gas. Looking at the steering wheel, it is leather wrapped. It does have this beautiful white stitching all the way along the top, and it feels amazing to touch and hold. You'll also notice these really nice metallic accents there. Of course, adaptive cruise, lane keep assist. This does have Toyota's Safety Sense 2.5 Plus. So tons of safety touches there. Looking at the grab handle even coming in, that is leather wrapped with stitching just to make it feel that extra bit more premium. Like we talked about, full digital mirror there. Let's dive into this center display now. Now this is the 14-inch. This is a brand new system from Toyota. It's their full multimedia. It has wireless Apple CarPlay, wireless Android Auto. It has cloud-based smart navigation as well as smart assistance. So you can do things like tell it to turn on your heated seats, tell it to change the climate, ask it, for suggestions on where to go, all sorts of different things. On top of that, as well, having your Siri and Google Assistant built in as well. One of my favorite parts, though, is the preferences. If you go under here, right now we're under the guest profile, but when you put your profile in there and you adjust your settings and your presets for the radio, it'll save those. And the coolest part is other Toyotas that have this new multimedia, it'll save all those preferences and go with you from car to car, which is one of my absolutely favorite features. Do you notice we do have a dual zone automatic climate right below? Nice big volume knob that also works as our power knob. A lot of people complain that there's not a mute button. However, if you push this, it's effectively your mute button. And then, of course, your heated and cooled seats for both the driver and the passenger. This does have something called, I think it's called SO or SI Smart HVAC, which basically turns off the rear climate and prioritizes the front climate on those really hot days. Looking at the start button, it is blue, of course, because this is the hybrid. All Tundras come with the tow package standard. That's new, or that's the same as it was on the old one. But what's really cool is that your trailer brake controller comes standard, and it's right there, nice and easy to get to. This one does have the upgrade for the straight trailer backup assist, which is a 6-step process that you set up the trailer, and it'll basically back the trailer straight up for you onto the boat launch or the camping spot or whatever. This one does have the 360 view camera monitoring system. When you're going down the road and you push that button, it'll quickly show you your bed view, which is nice. And then, of course, you can go to all sorts of different views using these buttons here. You've got the play pause. You've got the vehicle settings. You can change the color of the truck if you'd like, which this one is, of course, gray. So you can see we've changed the color of the truck to gray. And then of course there's our bed view. And you can pull up all sorts of different things all through this setup, which is extraordinarily handy. Traction control right there. Auto brake hold on this truck is right there. This is your shifter for your 10-speed automatic, which is new for this generation of Tundra. And then, of course, you've got your drive mode selector. This one has 3 regular drive modes. You've got Eco, Normal, and Sport. And then, of course, if you click the tow haul button right there, you have Tow and Tow Plus. Tow will basically be for items under 5,000 pounds, and Tow Plus will be for items over 5,000 pounds, basically giving you a little bit of grade shifting and allowing you to have a little bit more control over the load behind you. Right here is your 4-wheel drive selector. There is no auto yet, but basically you push this down, pull it back, and that will put you into 4 high or 4 low. You do have your wireless charger right there. There's a second spot right here for another phone, so if you wanted to, you could have 2 phones. You've got your 2 cup holders right here. This does flip over and cover it up. It's nice and wood. It feels really premium, really nice. In your center armrest, you've got 2 areas for arms, and then, of course, storage down the middle. And this does slide back, and then, of course, you open it. And this one is equipped with the center console safe, which is extremely handy. You can open that up, store whatever you want in there, and then, of course, you've got 2 USB ports right there. Without that, this whole area is open, making it even more spacious. Looking on the dash, you've got your Capstone badge right there in the center. And then, of course, all the real wood with the white leather. And then, of course, all your books inside the glove box right there. Up top, you've got your sunglass holder right there, which is super handy. And then, of course, this is for the shade. This is for the glass. This is for your mood lighting. That goes underneath the dash and the doors, which you can see really well at nighttime. And then, of course, this is the switch for your rear power glass that goes down. It's a really handy feature there. Let's go ahead under the hood and talk about the powertrain of this truck next. All right, guys, so here we are underneath the hood of the new iForce Max. This is the hybrid full-size Tundra. Of course, you've got the hood struts there. You can see all your orange components related to your electricals. But at the base, this is a 3.5 liter or 3.4 liter, depending on whether you round up or not, twin turbo V6. And what's really cool, Toyota has designed this engine to be extremely reliable, extremely easy to work on should you ever have to. And we'll go over the internals of this. You've got electric fans on the front of the radiator. You've got a couple of them. Looks like they're set parallel. You've got your wiper fluid, one of your 2 air intakes with your air filter, your fuses, your brake fluid, your oil dipstick right there. Of course, your oil fill right over here. And then, of course, you've got your intercooler side and your engine side of your coolant tank, and then another coolant tank back here for the battery pack to keep that nice and cool. Your big electrical inverter / motor right there, your fuse box, and your second air intake, which goes into the fender. That's everything to do with the brand new 2023 Toyota Tundra Capstone. If you guys have enjoyed this video, make sure to like on the video, subscribe to the channel for more videos like this, comment down below, let us know what you want to see next. We, of course, do have Toyota and Ford here at Morgan City, and I'd be happy to give you a walkthrough on any new products. Thanks for watching, and have a great day, guys.